we'll kick things off with someone, as I mentioned, is from the National Digital Analytics Association. So I'd like to introduce Deanna Pagano, who's a director with the DAA, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about what's happening nationally that really works synergistically with what we do locally. So Deanna, please.
David? Thanks so much, and welcome everyone. Can you hear me okay? Great. So as David mentioned, I'm on the board of the Digital Analytics Association. I'm standing in today for Marilee Yurchak, who is our new executive director, and we're really excited to have her on board. She was busy over the weekend celebrating her grandmother's 105th birthday and couldn't make it to New York back for this. So I think that's a good excuse, and I'm really happy to be here. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the DAA. I know that a number of you are already members, and we are thrilled to have you as members, both individual and corporate. But I thought I would share a little bit with you who may not be members about the benefits of membership. And for those of you who are members, you want to make sure that you're leveraging all the value that you can get from the DAA. So I just wanted to tell you quickly. So I think you all in the room may know this, but really the purpose of the DAA is to provide professional development as well as community for members of the digital analytics profession. There are thousands of members across the globe, so it's not just a U.S. organization. It's in fact a global organization. We have many corporate members, thank you, as well as individual members. And 12 local chapters. We're really happy that the number is increasing. We've recently added a chapter in Raleigh as well as in Denver. Yay! So fabulous to have visiting chapter members here. And we hold a number of symposia in many of those chapters. Not necessarily every year, but we try to have big symposia as well as sort of smaller local events as well. Now, as I mentioned, sort of community and connection is an important part of our mission. And there is a community section on the Digital Analytics website. It's really, I've seen members get a lot of value out of the community in terms of sort of getting feedback and sharing ideas. It's very easy to do. Click on participate and then on post. And if you have a question, you can get a lot of feedback from a number of your sort of fellow colleagues within the field, which is fabulous. Volunteer Central. So as David mentioned, we are always looking for sort of new volunteers. And certainly you can reach out to David directly if you'd like to volunteer for the New York chapter. But if you're with another chapter like our Raleigh colleagues, or if you want to sort of try perhaps just a small project, you can go to Volunteer Central. And one of my colleagues may have posted sort of a specific need that we have. Maybe we need someone to secure a venue for an upcoming meetup or something. So you can just go on there and sort of dip your toe in the water and select sort of a very specific way to test out volunteering for the DAA. So we'd really appreciate that. Digital Analytics Competency Framework. So this is something we recently launched, I would say in the last 6 months or so. And you know, the feedback that we get is that talent is really one of the key issues for our members, both sort of, you know, attracting and retaining talent, as well as finding sort of new career opportunities. So what we've done in this framework is sort of very carefully and methodically sort of define the competencies expected at sort of 3 different levels of management, as well as both a sort of more technical as well as sort of analytics/business user stream. So you can take a look at the framework. You can also there's also a self-assessment tool. And if you complete the tool, you can sort of see how you stack up within sort of the framework that we've outlined. And then there's even recommendations for sort of next step things you can do for your own professional development. So I highly recommend that to our members. And then we've then taken the next step with that. And as I mentioned, sort of finding great talent is, you know, one of the key challenges that our members have. So we've actually drafted sort of digital analytics specific job descriptions. I think it's, again, across sort of 4 levels and sort of 3 different tracks. So if you're a hiring manager, looking to hire someone, you can really sort of specifically define what you're looking for. And for sort of people looking to develop their own careers, you can really sort of understand sort of, what's the marketplace asking for, and how do I need to sort of build my skills to deliver on that. The Digital Analytics Cookbook. This is another great thing. It was started by Adam Greco of Analytics Demystified, and he's written a number of the early recipes in the cookbook. So you are more than welcome to come and browse the cookbook on the site. If you're a member, and sort of see some of the recipes, maybe for analyses that you haven't taken a look at for your own websites or campaigns. One that I've already tested and tried is Adam's sort of null set search results, and I can highly recommend it. And I've got an idea for a recipe I'd like to submit. So you can either come and use the cookbook. We'd also love more recipe submissions. So be a good blurb for your resume to say that you've got a recipe in the DAA cookbook. So think about that as well. Our thought leader conversations are fabulous. Jim Stern from eMetrics and a fellow board member on the DAA does a great job of really interviewing and delving in and really getting behind sort of what leaders within our space and what they're thinking and how they're thinking about analytics and where they're heading. And I don't know who the next one is. It unfortunately is not Avinash, but all of our conversations are archived, so you can go and hear what he had to say as well. All our symposia, so today's talks are being recorded, so you're welcome to go there and look at our visual library for our, sort of all the history. Certified web analysts. So the next thing I just want to quickly talk about are sort of the more in-depth learning opportunities that the DAA is associated with. I am one of the nerdy 200 plus who is a certified web analyst. So it's a fairly rigorous exam that the DAA offers. We're currently revamping it a bit, so I remind you to sort of keep an eye on that. As corporate members, you do, I believe, get a couple of web exams gratis as part of your membership, so something you may want to have some of your team members take a look at completing. The award of Achievement in Digital Analytics offered through the University of British Columbia. It's a 4-course class that you can also take. And I sort of highly recommend it if you're thinking about the certification. And now in German and Spanish, you can see we really are global here. There's also another sort of more streamlined certification available for the University of Irvine, which you can also get at a reduced price as a DAA member. We have face-to-face workshops, and also as part of the career development, we have career postings and job postings, on the DAA website. So if you're looking to make a change, certainly go there. Or if you're looking for new talent, please, you can certainly try a posting as well. I believe corporate members get gratis postings. Discounts, of course, to industry events. The benefits keep going here, like eMetrics, eTail, et cetera. And memberships, we have 3 different levels. We just added the university membership, which we're really excited about. But we have individual memberships and corporate memberships. So if you're interested in corporate membership, please see me, and I'll get you in touch with Marilee. And for individual memberships, you can go right on our website. So anyway, I just want to thank everyone for attending. Thanks to Google for hosting in this great space, and to all our sponsors today. And I'll turn it back to David.